think we need to give the kids as much opportunity to use their skills and creativity as they can, and include technology in doing that. In my personal life, I'm a high user of technology every day in my real world, so why should we limit the kids from using technology as they're using it? Because they use it in their lives, why shouldn't we use it in the classroom?
I was able to actually go to one visit. It was Patrick Godwin, and he did a great job. He's a former Port Huron Northern graduate, and every time I talk to that young man, I find out something fascinating about his life, and it really is very impressive what he's doing there with the gaming program, and how advanced he is. Every kid right now with technology is they've come so far, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do for us in the future and make education so much more, pleasing to these young men and women that we're going to be coming across.
I tell you, we hit all the exhibits, and my impressions were just absolutely awesome. To have our kids really involved in this 21st symposium is just wonderful. And you talk about innovative.
One of the things I think I learned is that they're making education innovative. They're being very creative. It's futuristic, and I think the biggest thing is they're having a lot of fun doing it.
One of the things we're trying to get through to people is that too often school's the place kids go to dumb down, and we don't want that. We want to go to the place where they can use the tools and the electronics and the technology they use outside the classroom in school. And again, far too often that's where you turn everything off, and that bores them to death. So, when they can see kindergartners and second graders using iPads, I think they can see not the future, it's the present.
What I learned today was that there's just so much out there that the doors can open up for our kids in technology and education. They can open up, and there's so many more things to reach all our kids, give them the information they need, but deliver it in a way that's exciting to them and can produce the best results for the kids and come to them and bring that to them at their level. It was wonderful. As I indicated, absolutely eye-opening for me as a building principal, as a middle school principal, to see all the wonderful possibilities. I have 3 of my students here, and so I've had kind of a first-hand look at what they can do, and they have really taught me a lot. And so I'm very excited. I'm very excited that our kids are excited about education.
I think the thing that strikes me the most is that I'm reminded how much kids want to learn. The technology is the prompt. The technology is the carrot that encourages them. They want to get into this technology. They want to be a part of it. They can see what it does. And if it means they have to learn how to spell as a kindergartner so they can sign in with their password, they're going to learn their alphabet. It's really fascinating.
I think we just need to be open and innovative and not just do the same old thing all the time. Like in our district, we've got smart boards in every classroom now. Kids are going up there, they're touching the board, they're able to interact. It's much more engaging, and that's what technology does for our students.
The Be Very Afraid demonstrations and exhibitions throughout the lobby and down the hallways are awesome. I could go on and on about all of them. I was very fascinated with the young kids, the early elementary kids on the iPads, working on their iPads, because they were just so engaged, and it opened a conversation. Most superintendents are old teachers, and it opened up things that we shared. They opened up things that they hadn't even planned to share with me. We looked up locations on maps. We opened a storybook up with a little first grader and started reading a storybook, and then she talked about her dog that she had. I talked about the dog I have. So technology is awesome, but it's a tool, and it's a tool for learning, and that's what makes me really excited. The tool's awesome, but the learning's even more awesome. When kids can figure out how to interact and how to be part of this new world and how to use their social skills via technology. So that was very encouraging to me.
It's amazing to see from one end of the spectrum high school students using technology to make incredible artwork, to looking at kindergartners using iPads, and just how comfortable they already are at the age of 5 with a technology device in their hand. And I just think that really sums it up, is from the very earliest stages of our K-12 system to our students that are graduating from high school and moving on in the post-secondary. our kids are comfortable with technology. And I think what I've taken away so far today, more than anything, is we need to get out of their way. We need to do all we can to open up and not create artificial barriers for kids to integrate technology into our schools.
Well, I think it's a great idea to have students at the conference, and I think it's a great program that Stephen's working on right now. I had a chance last night to talk to a couple of students. They're very brilliant, they're outstanding, and I think what impressed me the most is their passion for what they're doing, and they really believe in the work they're doing.
I think what this experience confirmed in me is that a teacher is a facilitator. Provide the students with the opportunities and the learning will begin. I was always concerned as a teacher, am I giving them all the information they need, when in fact I just needed to facilitate that information and let them grow from it, and that's evident in these kids.
Getting to see kids doing amazing things with technology is a joy, you know, because it allows us to see kids going beyond simple expectations of the adults around them. They've really decided that this is something fascinating for them, and so they push themselves. And sometimes it's very hard in a regular classroom to get kids to push themselves with the stuff that we teachers might ask them to do. But when they're really engaged in something, when they're really excited about something, they will do their best work, because not because there's a grade or they're being paid or something like that, but just because of that intrinsic interest.
These kids are so smart, they're truly brilliant. The things they are doing are so very creative. We have to be comfortable with it. I think the kids are more comfortable with the technology than the adults are. They're not threatened by it, they're not intimidated by it. I think the adults are, so we need to make the adults more comfortable with it, and not to be afraid to let the kids use it. The kids really understand it, and it's not going to break. Let them use it.